one last thing, that old Vincenzo must, old Vincenzo will, and old Vincenzo will continue to expose BitBoy Crypto. I told you all, this fucking Peepcoin that he was shysting you on and promoting, even though he's going to use the fact that since his big videos, the fucking thing's down 50%. And he's sitting there promoting, and the problem with BitBoy Crypto and his facade and the shysterism that I'm coining, shysterism, and he's the king of shysterism because he's trying to brand himself with his videos that he's an internet detective like CoffeeZilla now. He's the new internet detective on crypto, right? But then he shystes you on these things by showing you videos of his rich house, saying he just made a huge good 8th of May of 2023, if you can believe this already, on a cloudy, overcast, and somewhat stormy, early approaching mid-May, out ahead of a nice little pre-summer heat wave in the Ohio Valley and the Midwest, with some showers and storms and gloomy yet beautiful conditions in the greater East Point metropolitan area in the great state of Michigan. This is VINCENZO'S Go Crypto Investing. Not a financial advisor, nor do I play one on my own radio show. This is strictly my own personal opinion and education on the market. And now that we got that all out of the way, let's get into the Bitcoin price, as I think there's going to be a lot of activity in the coming several weeks, as the Fed has repeatedly told the market, and this is one thing I'll give the Fed. They've been telling everybody what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, how they're going to do it, every step along the way. And they're saying to the market, and to people like me that believe by the end of the year the Fed's going to stop raising rates and start leveling them off, and then maybe even start lowering rates by the very end of 2023, they're telling us we're not going to do that. Which means even if these markets move up a little more, they're probably going to roll over on themselves. And I could see the Bitcoin price, that would be a scenario that I would watch out for. Something like that, where you ride that rising channel up in that red trading zone, then you finally break it to the downside, and you break down to the downside on a big, big dump. And that we know the next level, the two major levels that we're on, are the VP volume indicator that we're sitting just below there, where we've been consolidating for about, 2.5 to 3 weeks, maybe even a little bit longer, the whole time I was out in Chicago metropolitan area. But you can see we're straddling that, but we're holding the moving averages in this daily time frame. And if we can pump up, we could draw out and push up and play out a pattern that even pushes you up to $39,000 and then rolls over on itself. And even though it had a nice, even bigger pump, a 200% move from the $15,500 low from 2022, it would have that much bigger of a dump right on the way down. So that's what I'm watching out for, because I think there's going to be big, big moves coming in the Bitcoin price. But if the Bitcoin price decides to get rejected where it's at now, you're going to do something like that in the yellow fashion. Yeah, you can't see yellow. The purple fashion, right? You do something like that, and that would be something that we have to watch out for and pay attention as the two possible scenarios in the Bitcoin price, because eventually all roads lead, as far as I believe, to the same thing. And that road, and what I believe, is it's going to go to the downside, but there could be some localized pumping to go still before you play out this pump, and you eventually break the pattern, you eventually break the market, you eventually snap the momentum, and a super simple and easy probability-based technical analysis, the price will come down eventually, right? So that's what we're watching out for in the XRP price. The Ethereum price is the same thing. It was in that same area for a little while. Let's get back to the Ethereum real quick. Everybody likes Ethereum. It was in the same area for a while, and you can see it pumped up, whereas Bitcoin is still down in this range. See down there? That's where Bitcoin is right now, right? This did do all that, and then it had one orgasmic final rally, only to get rejected at the top part of this, and now it's playing out as consolidation, and you got sort of a weird head and shoulders, bubbly top, and that to me is a bearish reversal pattern. And I think as soon as it slips the moving averages, you're quickly coming down here to 1689, 69, and then eventually you're going to break that, and you're going to end up down, deep, deep down to the downside, all the way down there to retest some of those lower lows in Ethereum, and that would be something in green that I would be watching out for in Ethereum. Little XRP action before I forget. It's been a few days since I talked to y'all. Quite busy recently. But the XRP has been coming down too, as the rest of the market has. And you can see we got rejected up in that blue trading area, and we're reversing to the downside like the last few videos that we made. And you can see the XRP price, we're coming down to 37 cents. The next leg to the downside, and that's on that critical support and resistance level that we've been talking about for, I don't know, better than a year probably by now. You can see in the way left machine all the way back in July and June and May of last year, we were still talking about that same area, and that is our next level to the downside. And then, if you break that, you're coming to the 32 to 29 cent level, which we haven't had to talk about in a while. But if that is your critical last line of defense, essentially, the VP volume indicator, because if you slip that, you're coming all the way down there. You're going to quickly go to about 8 to 12 cents. You're going to clear that 18 to 22 cent or 18 to 20 cent target that we had from last year that we almost hit, got within 6 cents of it, and that's where you're going to come down to, right? That's the critical level to watch out. If you don't want disaster to happen, you got to stay above the VP volume indicator for XRP down here. And then one last coin, one last thing, that old Vincenzo must, old Vincenzo will, and old Vincenzo will continue to expose Bitboy crypto. I told you all, this fucking Peepcoin that he was shysting you on and promoting, even though he's going to use the fact that he says he knows it's a meme coin, he knows it is a dangerous play, and it is a try to get rich quick scheme, but he's promoting heavily this coin when it was near its peak back here about 10 days ago, right? And on its way up. And I told you you're going to get fleece heisted and shysted by this coin. And look at that. Since his big videos, the fucking thing's down 50%. And he's sitting there promoting. And the problem with Bitboy crypto and his facade and the shysterism that I'm coining, shysterism, and he's the king of shysterism because he's trying to brand himself with his videos that he's internet detective, like CoffeeZilla now. He's the new internet detective on crypto. Right? But then he shysted you on these things by showing you videos of his rich house, saying he just made a huge, huge bag on shyster coin known as Peepcoin now, or whatever this fucking thing's called. Garbage coin, shit coin, malarkey, right? Junk. But he's promoting it heavily and showing you cars and houses and pools to make you want to buy this fucking garbage after paying $5,000 for some junk courses that he's got, right? Like, watch some other videos. It's getting traction now and exposing scammers, episode 7, I believe that was, or 8. But it's got a few hundred views, a lot of comments, because we're exposing this shyster, this garbage shyster, and I don't understand why people keep listening to that kind of nonsense. But this coin's going to end up in the shithouse. This coin's going to end up like so many other coins in the cellar. It's going to eventually be, as we work our way, 1 month, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years. No matter what this coin does here, eventually you're going to be down there. And that's all you're going to be left with. And this will be another coin that you look down and you're like, how did I lose? How was this coin negative price value? And it's going to be negative price value because this was such a pile of garbage. For the first time in the history of a coin, it's going to be negative. You're not only going to lose all your money that you put in, you're going to owe the coin creator. If it's negative $1 and you had 1,000 coins, you're going to owe that guy, after losing a $50,000 that you put on, you're going to owe that guy another $1,000, right? You're going to owe him money. You owe him $1 a coin because it's negative $1 even after you went bankrupt in it. Took all your money, now you owe the fucking guy money. He's going to sue you, right? That's how bad this coin is. That's how bad his advice is. And that's how you're going to be treated if you follow this fleece, heister, and shyster, Peepcoin.